Okay. Are you familiar with this book? At least two of them. Are you familiar with these two books?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you know these two books? How about these two books? Do you know it? No? No.
No.
It will be, this book is more popular, yeah? Yes, of course. Okay. Well, previewing and predicting, what is that? So this is what stated on your handout. Previewing is a rapid kind of reading technique. This is the first thing that you do before you read something, whether it is book, news articles, or maybe journal. Previewing is a rapid kind of reading technique. The first thing that you do, you scan over the text quickly to look for some information that later help you to make prediction about the content of the text or the content of the book. Let's say this previous book. Okay. Let's choose one of them. The very obvious one. Modern residential construction practice. Modern residential construction practice. That's the title. You preview. The only thing that you can preview from this is the front cover, ya, the front cover. Apa saja yang tertera di front cover selain judul?
Saya mau
The writer.
The writer, the author. Okay, who are they? Who are the writer or the author? Can you see it clearly?
David A. Madsen and David P. Madsen, Miss.
David A. Madsen and David P. Madsen. Okay, what else beside the author, the title, and then what else?
The picture.
The picture or the illustration. Okay, what does this illustration tells you? What picture is it?
Like a house or a building.
A house or a building. Okay, connect it to the title. Now, because I think that there are only three things that we can see on the front cover. The R, okay, the R on the top, apa namanya nih? Right top, the R itu kira-kira apa? Huruf R itu yang di sudut kanan ini. What is it?
Private soccer.
Nama perusahaan membuat.
Perusahaan. Penerbit. Ya,
Publisher.
Penerbit, publisher. Oke, nah sekarang can you make some prediction? When you make prediction, it means that you activate your background knowledge. Apa yang kamu tahu tentang judul ini, apa yang kamu tahu tentang ilustrasi ini, dan mungkin saja kamu familiar dengan nama author ini. Pun kalau kamu tidak familiar dengan author ini, so you have your background knowledge tentang apa yang kamu tahu tentang gambarnya dan apa yang kamu tahu tentang judulnya, kemudian you can predict the content of this book. So what's your prediction about the content of this book? What will you read if you open the book? Kira-kira tentang apa isinya? Just make prediction.
Residential construction.
Residential construction. Okay, what else?
Modern construction, yes.
Modern construction. Okay, good. What else?
Modern residential, Miss.
Modern residential. Okay. Alright. Apa lagi kira-kira?
Residential practice, Miss.
Residential practice, construction practice, ya. Have you ever seen? Pernahkah kamu melihat satu buku teknik sipil? Pernah? Nah, terus apa isinya? Selain sesuatu yang kamu sebutkan tadi, kira-kira apa aja isinya?
Ada detail about the civil engineering, Miss.
Oke, the detailnya tuh apa aja? Kalau misalnya nih, judulnya Modern Residential Construction Practice, yang kebayang di benak kamu kira-kira isinya, ya of course tentang modern residential. Maksudnya modern residential itu adalah bangunan tempat tinggal atau bangunan pemukiman, perumahan modern. Yes, of course. Nah, kan ada kata construction practice, berarti di dalamnya tuh detail-detailnya apa aja kira-kira?
Ada
Model-model konstruksi.
Structure, Miss.
Model,
ya, structure, Miss. Superstructure sama
terus apa lagi?
Pondasi, Miss.
Fasilitas.
Fasilitas, alright, mungkin saja fasilitas. What else? Materials, okay. What else? Can they probably talk about budgeting too? Ada nggak buku kalian yang buku pelajaran kalian yang ada di dalamnya ada budgeting?
Belum, Miss.
Belum.
Belum. Okay. Not yet. Right. Nah, we come back to previewing and predicting. Previously, you have previewed satu front cover of a book dan kamu membuat prediction. Isi buku tersebut dari front covernya dan dari background knowledge yang kamu punya tentang topik ini. Well, so why we do previewing and predicting? Tadi satu teman kalian say that we can save a lot of time when we preview and predict. Okay, this is actually the purpose of previewing and predicting. The first one is to get some ideas of what you will read. For example, ketika saya pergi ke perpustakaan, apakah itu perpustakaan Polban misalnya, and then I see the book yang tadi judulnya Modern Residential Construction Practice, I will get ideas that by seeing the title, I will get ideas that, oh ini kontennya kira-kira tentang modern residential, kontennya tentang building, kontennya tentang construction. Am I the intended reader? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not the intended reader because I'm not a civil engineering department student. So I will get the ideas of what the book is, what the content of the book is. Okay, and then it make me come to conclusion whether I want to read that or not. Apakah saya ingin membaca buku tersebut atau tidak? If that book is not for me, meaning that I am not the intended reader, so I will not choose that book. Gitu. So the purpose of previewing and predicting is to get some ideas of what you will read, and then also yang pertama kali untuk kita memutuskan apakah kita mau baca buku itu atau tidak. Kita mau baca artikel tersebut atau tidak. Misalnya kamu buka, let's say kamu buka surat kabar, koran misalnya ya, newspaper. Kemudian ada berita headline pertamanya adalah tentang politics bla 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 bla. If you are not interested with that, you will skip that article. Is that right? Just by seeing the title only, you can predict, oh ini mah ceritanya tentang politik. I'm not interested in that, so I will not read that. So that's saving your time from reading something that is not related to you, that you are not interested in. Okay, and then if, for example, after you preview a book, let's say after you preview a title, and you think that this book will be suitable for you, and then you try to recall your prior knowledge, your background knowledge. What do you know about that title? Nah, apa gunanya recalling prior knowledge? To connect apa yang sudah ada di kepala kamu dengan informasi baru yang akan kamu dapatkan. Gitu. Misalnya kamu adalah anak teknik sipil, tiba-tiba membaca teks tentang teknik kimia. You have no background knowledge in that. Kamu nggak punya background knowledge apapun tentang teknik kimia, misalnya. So, it will be a little bit hard for you to understand the material because you don't have any background knowledge. Kalau kamu punya background knowledge, kalau kamu punya sesuatu yang kamu tahu tentang topik tersebut, maka ilmu baru yang masuk ke kepala kamu dari hasil bacaan kamu itu akan lebih mudah connect di kepala kamu. Gitu. So to recall your prior knowledge and to process the information far more quickly. Tadi yang seperti saya katakan, kalau misalnya you have background knowledge, maka sesuatu yang baru kamu baca itu akan diproses oleh otak kamu lebih cepat because you have background knowledge. Nah, also to be able to follow the writer's idea better. If you have the background knowledge, if you can process the information quickly, of course, kamu bisa follow the writer's idea better. Kamu bisa understand what the writers is trying to deliver to you. And then, of course, to gain more comprehension and to save reading time. Kamu secara sadar atau tidak sadar, kita melakukannya setiap kali kita mendapatkan teks untuk dibaca. Pasti kita mempreview first and then we predict first. If it is not interested, if you are not interested with that, you will skip that. Gitu. Okay, so in this lesson, we are going to predict 3 things, as I said previously, the books, the news headlines, and the articles. Oke, kita ke sini aja. So, from the book, apa saja hal-hal yang bisa kamu preview dari sebuah buku? Apa saja hal-hal yang kamu bisa preview dari sebuah buku?
The cover.
The cover. Okay, there are front cover, there are back cover, inside cover. Okay. Nah, di front cover apa saja hal yang bisa kamu dapatkan di front cover?
Title.
The title and the writer.
Title, writer. Okay, the writer, and then what else?
Picture, miss.
Picture. What else?
Publisher. Penerbit.
Publisher.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Penulis.
Author. Okay. Apalagi kira-kira yang ada di halaman awal buku? Yang tadi national bestseller, international bestseller, bisa nggak dia berada di halaman awal buku?
Bisa, Miss.
Oke, yes. Good. Kalau back cover, apa biasanya yang terdapat di back cover?
Sinopsis.
Sinopsis. And then?
Publisher.
Publisher, and then
Tanggal terbit.
tanggal terbit. Tanggal terbit.
No.
Ada di back cover.
Di bawahnya.
Back cover.
Nomor ISBN gitu mungkin, Miss.
Oke. Alright, nomor ISBN, oke.
Profile of the author.
Profile of the author, yes, a short profile of the author. Sometimes it is in the back cover. And inside cover, apa yang bisa kamu dapatkan di inside cover?
Cetak buku ke.
Nah, cetakan buku keberapa, tanggal pertama terbitnya kapan, and then
Publisher.
publisher again. Nah, kalau misalnya semacam testimoni, itu biasanya dapatnya di mana?
Sometimes in the back of the book.
The back cover of the book. Okay. Well, the introduction. Apa sih biasanya yang ada di introduction?
Kata pengantar.
Oh, beda.
Oh, beda.
Background. Okay. Introduction, biasanya kalau misalnya dia buku yang ada introduction, pasti buku non-fiction ya. Buku pelajaran yang ada introduction. Biasanya introduction itu berisi tentang how to use the book. What the books contains. Biasanya itu. Apa saja ini, buku ini akan membahas hal-hal apa saja. Kemudian how to use the book, kalau misalnya bukunya adalah semacam buku manuals gitu. How to use the book. Biasanya gitu. Ngajar?
No, I don't have any class today, so I'm...
Atuh? Why are you here?
You.
What? Cipang.
The reason why I'm here is...
Okay. I'm teaching.
Predicting.
Yeah.
Oh, balik.
Hah?
Oh, no.
Okay. So, nah, introduction. In introduction, you will see what is the content, what the content of the book is. Buku itu akan berbicara tentang apa, and then how to use the book. Nah, yang tadi yang kata Amira, kata mengantar, itu adalah preface atau forward. Preface atau forward itu ditulis oleh orang lain. Biasanya itu ada berisi, biasanya ditulis oleh ahli dalam bidang tersebut yang berisi tentang maybe a little review about the book or a little review about the topic gitu. Nah, that's preface or forward. Ditulis oleh orang lain, ahli biasanya. Kemudian table of content. Table of content itu apa? And what can you get from table of content?
Bab and subbab.
Daftar isi, Miss.
Daftar isi, oke. Kalau misalnya lewat table of content aja, can you make prediction? Hanya
Yes,
melihat
I
table of
can.
content? Yes, of course. Yes, of course, you can make prediction of the content of the book hanya dengan melihat table of content. And then layout and typography, I mean susunan halaman per halaman, di mana ditaruh gambar, gimana tulisannya. Because kenapa layout and typography ini penting? Sometimes buku yang isinya hanya tulisan saja, kecil-kecil dan rapat-rapat, it is not interesting and maybe you will choose not to read it because it seems boring. Kalau tipografinya nggak bagus, walaupun misalnya you think that kontennya bagus, but tipografinya nggak bagus, you will choose not to read it. And then index, bibliography, and glossary. Apa sih ini index, bibliography, and glossary ini? Tahu? Ya, apa itu?
Glossary.
Index itu. Iya, kalau glossary?
Daftar istilah.
Ya, betul.
Yes.
Kalau glossary, daftar istilah. Kalau bibliografi?
The writer
Daftar pustaka.
self introduction.
Daftar pustaka, daftar
Oh.
pustaka. Reference. Itu biografi. Kalau bibliografi daftar pustaka. Ya, kalau indeks Oke, kalau glossary itu adalah daftar istilah yang ada artinya seperti kamus. Kalau glossary itu seperti kamus, tapi kalau kamus itu adalah general term, kalau glossary itu adalah special term yang digunakan di topik tersebut. Sementara kalau indeks, misalnya ada daftar istilah, ada istilah, kemudian istilah tersebut ditemukan di page mana, pertama digunakan di halaman berapa. Nah, itu indeks, ya. Tidak semua buku punya indeks, punya hal-hal ini. Apalagi kalau kayak semacam novel, banyak sekali aspects of the book ini yang tidak dimiliki oleh novel. Misalnya table of content, sometimes novel tidak punya table of content, ya kan? Untuk novel yang bab dan babnya hanya dinomori, bab 1, bab 2, bab 3, dan seterusnya, mereka tidak punya table of content. Dan tidak semua buku serius atau buku pelajaran pun punya indeks dan glossary. Kalau bibliografi, yes, punya. Nah, dari aspek buku tersebut, at least there are 3 things yang bisa kamu prediksi. Yang pertama kontennya, yang kedua tipe atau genre-nya, kemudian intended readers-nya. Intended readers itu maksudnya buku ini ditujukan untuk siapa. Let's say buku technical English, civil engineering and construction. Kira-kira intended readers-nya siapa?
Civil
Civil
engineering.
engineer.
Civil engineering student. Who else?
Kontraktor, Miss.
Contractor. Okay. Who else?
The teacher too, Miss.
The teacher. Okay. Civil engineering teacher or English teacher?
Civil engineering teacher.
Civil engineering teacher. Will this book use English or bahasa Indonesia?
English and Indonesian. Miss.
Is it? Is it? Ada bahasa Indonesianya? Are you sure?
I think yes, English, Miss.
Just English, because the title is technical English. What will be the content? What will be the content?
Definition in English.
Is it
Technical
only definition? Is it only definition? Civil engineering, the whole about civil engineering and construction, written in English and explained in English. Yes. Nah, the rest of the front book, the rest of the front cover, you will discuss it with your friend later. Sudah punya kelompok kan? Sudah bikin kelompok? Sudah ya?
Sudah, Miss.
Jadi, di activity 1 ini yang harus kamu lakukan dengan kelompok kamu adalah preview. Previewnya tentu saja front cover doang yang bisa kamu preview. Jadi title-nya, kalau ada picture-nya ya picture-nya, kalau ada subtitle-nya ya subtitle-nya, kalau ada author-nya ya author-nya, kalau ada publisher-nya ya publisher-nya. Apapun itu yang bisa, itu doang yang kamu preview. And then after that, you predict. Yang dipredik apa saja, yang ini. Kontennya kira-kira tentang apa, type or genre, type of, kalau yang ini ya berarti tipenya adalah educational book atau non-fiction book, and then intended readers-nya kamu predict, kira-kira intended readers-nya siapa. Itu juga dengan buku yang 3 ini. Okay, that's what you do with your group later. Next, Selain front cover, we can also predict the content of the book based on the synopsis. Okay. I will ask one of you to read the synopsis of book 1. Who wants to read the synopsis of book 1?
Me, Miss.
Nova? Nova first. Okay, silakan Nova. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Noval. Well, we have we have read the synopsis and we have previewed the synopsis. Now we can predict what will be the content. What the content will be. Healthy lifestyle, probably. Okay, what else?
Mental health.
Mental health. Okay, what else?
How to self-improvement.
How to improve yourself. How to do self-improvement. Okay, good. What else?
Tip and tricks.
Tip and tricks. Okay, what else? Actually, in the synopsis, it is stated. The content is stated.
The lifestyle of the nutritionist, Miss.
The lifestyle of the nutritionist and cross tadi. Nah, apa lagi? One more.
Resep.
Resep. Okay, resep. Okay, right. So, predict the intended readers. Who will be benefited of this book? Who will get benefits of this book? Who will probably read this book? Who will probably buy this book?
The person that want to diet, Miss.
Okay, the person who wants to diet, to do diet. Who else?
People suffer mental or physical breakdown.
People suffer a mental or physical breakdown. Who else? Who will be the intended reader? Who will buy this book?
Koki.
Koki, boleh, benar, boleh. Kalau misalnya you want to develop healthy restaurant, kamu boleh buy this book and read this book. People who are subject to anxiety, low mood, depression, and despair, maybe. Can other nutritionists read this book too? Okay, right. That's how you predict how you predict the intended reader, and you do the same with the other two synopses, yeah, with your group. Okay, right. Now this one, you just match the title of the books and their possible content. We try number 1, the internet. Instant reference, kira-kira possible kontennya yang mana? Kalau judul bukunya adalah The Internet Instant Reference, possible kontennya yang mana?
Yang F, Miss.
What is that?
Getting message through.
Getting message through. Okay. You maybe or maybe not. Nanti kamu discuss dengan grup kamu whether it is the correct answer or not. Good. And then for activity 4, ada yang bisa bantu saya baca instruction-nya?
Saya, Miss, boleh.
Yes, Miss.
Bentar, tadi siapa tuh? We invite Kafi first ya. Oke, Kafi.
Okay, Miss. Geography of tourism is a study of travel and tourism as an industry and as a social and cultural activity. Based on the previous definition, which of the following reading text would you recommend to someone who learns about the geography of international tourism? Study the title of the books, then give reason for your choice.
Okay, good. So in this activity 4, the background is that geography of tourism is a study of travel and tourism as an industry and as a social and cultural activity. If, for example, someone wants to learn about geography of international tourism, which book? Buku yang mana yang cocok buat mereka dari 5 ini. You can choose 1, 2, or 3 as long as you give your reasons of your choice, ya. Okay, that's what you do on activity 4. Now, we will move to previewing headlines. Headlines itu apa, teman-teman?
Berita utama.
Oke, judul berita utama. Oke, berita utama. Oke, kalau sekarang kalian udah nggak baca koran lagi ya. Anak-anak sekarang udah nggak baca koran. It switch to e-news. Apa yang kamu dapat di detik.com misalnya, or kompas.com misalnya. So that's headlines, judul berita. Headlines is a heading at the top of an article or a page in a newspaper or in a magazine. For example, we have these headlines. Okay. Rizky, please read these headlines, Rizky.
Indonesia arrested at Surabaya airport carrying 400 bullets from US, Miss.
Okay. Indonesia arrested at Surabaya airport carrying 400 bullets from the US. Okay. We preview this first. When you preview news headlines, biasanya di news atau di berita itu akan mengandung informasi 5W1H. Dan biasanya kita bisa mempreview 5W1H itu lewat judulnya dulu. Before we read the whole news, before we read the whole article, kita bisa predict 5W1H-nya dari judulnya dulu. Okay, 5W1H. The first one is who? Who involved in this news?
Indonesia.
Indonesian. Okay. Ada lagi nggak who-nya yang lain? Kira-kira.
Surabaya.
Surabaya is who?
Yes.
Surabaya is who?
No, is where?
Where? Okay. Okay. Kalau who-nya Indonesian. Alright. Kemudian where-nya Surabaya. When-nya ada nggak?
No.
No. Okay. Why? What-nya apa? What happened?
Arrested because carrying 400
Arrested.
bullets.
Okay. Why-nya?
Carrying.
400 bullets.
Carrying 400 bullets from the US. Okay. Terus apa lagi? How-nya ada nggak? How he got arrested ada nggak? No. Okay. Now predict. Kira-kira you make prediction selain hal tersebut, selain hal-hal yang tadi kamu sebutkan, who-nya Indonesian, what-nya adalah got arrested, when-nya nggak tahu, where-nya di Surabaya airport, and then why-nya adalah because he carried 400 bullets. Nah, prediction of the content, kira-kira the prediction of the content dari judul yang ini adalah there was an Indonesian who got arrested at Surabaya airport because of carrying 400 bullets from the US. Nah, kemudian you make another prediction. You make another prediction, kira-kira di berita itu apa saja hal-hal lain yang mungkin ada, informasi lain yang mungkin ada di dalam berita itu. Mungkin saja siapa yang arrest dia, siapa yang menangkap dia, apakah itu polisi, apakah itu petugas bandara, apakah itu BNN, ataukah siapa? Oh. And then next one, how he got arrested? Apakah dia disergap? Apakah dia dijebak? Apakah dia dikepung? And then whom the bullets are intended to. Ini bullet 400 peluru yang dia bawa dari Amerika ini mau dijual ke siapa? Siapa penadahnya? Siapa yang mau dikasih ke siapa peluru ini dan lain-lain. Nah, itu adalah information that you probably got from the text. Apakah benar atau salah? No problem because this is your prediction. Okay? Well, we try the other title. Okay, please read this title and make your preview and prediction. Who wants to read the title and then answer my question?
Miss.
Okay, Universe ya. Ini silakan.
Husband commits suicide after killing his wife in Sea Java.
Sea Java means Central Java.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So apa yang bisa kamu preview dari situ, Uni?
Oke, 5W1 hal lagi, Miss.
Boleh. Atau karena ini udah kelihatan, just you make the prediction aja. You make a prediction of the contentnya kira-kira apa?
Maybe why the husband killing suicide after killing his wife.
Okay.
And why he is killing his wife.
Okay. All right. Why he commits suicide and why he kills his wife. What else kira-kira?
Dengan apa gitu, Miss?
How?
Yeah.
How? Okay. Selain itu apa lagi kira-kira? Kalau dari title ini kejawab nggak when-nya?
Enggak, Miss.
Nah, berarti di teksnya kemungkinan ada when-nya nggak?
Enggak, mungkin bisa prediksi.
You predict, kamu memprediksi teksnya ada when-nya nggak kira-kira? Kapannya nggak kira-kira? Kalau kamu prediksi, kira-kira di teksnya akan ada kapannya nggak?
Ada.
Okay, right, good. Maybe. Okay, so dari judul ini kamu bisa preview, okay, who-nya husband and wife. Apa yang dia lakukan? Commit suicide. Kenapa dia commit suicide? When he commit suicide? After killing his wife. Tapi kapan terjadinya peristiwa itu nggak diketahui. Where is it? Central Java. And then you need make prediction. Kenapa dia commit suicide? Kenapa dia killing his wife? Bagaimana dia killing his wife? Bagaimana dia suicide? And kapan terjadinya kejadian ini? Okay, let's try number 2. Who wants to try predict this news headline?
Me, Miss.
Who is that? Yen? Okay.
Yes. Young man in Lampung encouraged to jump from rooftop in viral suicide video.
So kira-kira ini ceritanya tentang apa, Yen?
Suicide, Miss. A young man decided to suicide.
Okay. Kemudian?
Reason why he decided to suicide. And
why? Kemudian?
When?
Where? When? Apa where? Where? Okay.
Then who, Miss?
Who apa? Who?
Orangnya, Miss, like a name maybe.
Oh, okay. Identitas si young man ini ya.
Yes.
Okay. Kemudian ada lagi nggak kira-kira prediction-nya? Ini kan ada viral susat video. Berarti ada orang yang rekam dong.
Oh iya. Oh ya, Miss.
Iya, siapa yang rekam? Oke. Apakah kamu tahu cerita ini, teman-teman?
No, Miss.
No. Oh, ini adalah mahasiswa di oke, sebentar. Ini adalah mahasiswa, if I'm not mistaken, ITERA, Institut Teknologi Sumatera, di Lampung, ITERA. Jadi, ya, dia jump from the rooftop of a mall di Lampung. Your age, sekitar seumuran kalian. Ya, tingkat 2, tingkat 3 gitu, your age. Okay, so it happens in 2019. Yes, around 2019 if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so that is previewing and predicting news headline. Nah, itu yang kalian lakukan nanti di di bagian sini di activity 5. Preview these following news headlines and make some prediction of the contents. What you do with your group is to make prediction. Okay. Okay, next, previewing and predicting article or passage. Kurang lebih sama, yang harus kamu preview pertama kali ya pastinya adalah judulnya. Apakah judul itu you have the background knowledge of the title or not, you are interested in reading that title or not, and then you see, the first is you see if there is any picture, figures, grafik, or diagram yang menyertai artikel tersebut. Mau di itu artikel dimanapun, kalau misalnya ada picture, apa yang kamu tahu tentang picture tersebut? Apa yang kamu tahu tentang diagram tersebut? Apa yang kamu tahu tentang grafik tersebut? And then again, the title, apa yang kamu tahu tentang title? Apa yang kamu tahu tentang subjek itu? And then decide what kind of text it is. Apakah itu, again, kamu bisa decide apakah itu an argument, an essay, a story, or an explanation. Apakah itu terlihat susah atau gampang. Kemudian kamu juga, ya sambil kamu preview, pasti kamu make some prediction. Ini tentang apa kira-kira, ini intended readers-nya siapa, dan lain-lain. And this thing, bagaimana teks tersebut disusun atau diorganized, apakah teks tersebut hanya satu artikel panjang, apakah dia dipisah-pisahkan dengan subtitles, kalau ada subtitlesnya, baca lagi subtitlesnya. Apa yang kamu tahu tentang subtitle tersebut? Kemudian yang E, F, dan G itu adalah apa namanya, teknik lain yang kita sebut dengan skimming and scanning. Read quickly itu scanning. Yeah, we will discuss about it later. Talking about picture, everybody. Talking about picture yang menyertai sebuah artikel. I have some pictures here. Okay, picture 1 here. What do you see on the picture? And kira-kira kalau picture-nya ini, teks artikelnya tentang apa? Review the picture first. Picture number 1. What do you see in picture number 1?
Broken building.
Apa namanya?
Broken
Collapse.
building.
jaringannya.
Collapse.
Collapse. Okay, collapse. Alright.
Earthquake.
Okay, maybe earthquake. Okay, maybe earthquake. What else?
The disaster makes some victims.
Okay, the disaster makes some victims. Alright, what else kira-kira? Structural failure, alright. Nah, yang failure ini structure building or jalan?
Jalan.
Jalan ya, jalan bukan buildingnya ya, jalannya. Oke, kemudian apa lagi? Kira-kira kamu bisa prediksi artikelnya akan tentang apa?
Kerugian, Miss.
Kerugian, alright, maybe kerugian. Kita nggak tahu
jiwa,
apa.
Miss.
Korban jiwa, oke. Apalagi? Itu kalau artikelnya di news ya. Nah, kalau misalnya artikelnya ini berada di buku teknik konstruksi jalan dan jembatan, apa yang kira-kira bakal kontennya akan bercerita tentang apa kira-kira?
The example of bad ini, Miss.
The example of bad construction, bad
Yes.
fail construction. Kemudian apa tadi?
Kontur tanah.
Masalahnya. Apa?
Kontur tanah.
Kontur tanah. Oke, kontur tanah akan bercerita tentang kontur tanah. Terus apa lagi?
Cara membuat bangunan anti gempa.
Oke. Nah, itu berarti masalahnya bangunannya dong. Yang ini masalahnya bangunannya atau jalannya nih?
Jalannya, Mas.
Jalannya. Ini bisa jadi apakah kalau begini kira-kira karena gempa? Bisa jadi
Because of the soil, Miss.
because of the tanah. Air
Yes.
bisa nggak menyebabkan yang kayak begini? No. Bisa. Oke. It's only your prediction. You may predict whatever you want to predict as long as itu masuk akal, ya. As long as itu masuk akal. And do the same prediction with your friends to the other 3 pictures. Picture yang ini dan yang ini, okay? Right. And then also you preview the following news article and then answer these 5 questions. Okay, we try activity 8 now. Who wants to read number 1 and make the prediction? Wants to read number 1? Okay, Nova, you want to read it? Okay. Okay. What will be the next story? He Setelah he had trauma. Before he had trauma, what happened? He had trauma is far future. What is the near future that probably happened?
The accident.
The accident. The accident. He had already built up too much momentum. Do you think that, and then there is a large oil slick? Do you think that it is a very fatal accident that will happen? Probably fatal accident. Fatal accident. Okay. And he had trauma after that. Maybe. All right. How about number 2? Who wants to try number 2?
Me.
Lucy. Okay.
Johnny was walking home on a cool day when the wind caught his head and carried it out onto the lake. There was a thin layer of ice that covered the water. The head sat on top of the ice layer, looking like the day that Johnny had walked it. Johnny tested the ice with his toe. It seemed secure, but he could see the water at the edge of the ice. He carefully tiptoed across the sheet of ice to his head and picked it up. As he did so, the ice cracked. The large sheet began drifting away. Johnny was surrounded by cracks. He took another careful step and putting his weight directly on one of the cracks, and then he falls to the lake.
He falls to the lake. He falls to the very cold lake. Okay, he falls to the lake. All right, and you may continue the story. You may predict the continuation of the story with your friend later. You may continue the story, yang nggak usah panjang-panjang, just continue 1 or 2 sentences, and as long as it is reasonable, masuk akal sesuai dengan background yang sudah diberikan di setiap short paragraph ini ya. Okay. Well, the last thing is this. Ini boleh dilakukan. Kamu find a book. Satu grup ada berapa orang? 3. Okay. Berarti you will have 3 titles of the book. Jadi satu orang satu. Find a book related to your study program. Kamu boleh find a book from your own book atau from the internet, preview it and make prediction. Seperti yang tadi kita lakukan. You state the title, who's the author, publishernya siapa, date of publication. Kalau ada, kalau kamu bisa lihat, and the number of pagesnya. E-books kan banyak tuh di internet, atau buku yang diberikan oleh dosen kamu juga nggak apa-apa. And then check if the book has check it. Apakah bukunya punya table of content, index, glossary, bibliography, dan others. Dicek. And then genre-nya, bukunya ya pasti akademik ya, non-fiction. And then intended readers-nya siapa saja buku tersebut. And then your prediction about the content. Kira-kira kontennya tentang apa dari buku yang kamu cari itu. Is it understood, everyone? Okay.
Understood, Miss.
Okay, well, so it's about prediction, previewing and predicting. Once again, before you read any reading material, you will do some previewing and predicting activity. Previewing is basically previewing, yang paling sering kamu preview adalah the title. What is the function of previewing? The first one is to notice or to note that apakah buku ini atau artikel ini atau bahan bacaan ini suitable for you or not. You are interested or not with this title. And then after you preview, kamu akan build your background knowledge. Apa yang kamu tahu tentang title tersebut? Apa yang kamu tahu tentang gambar tersebut? Setelah kamu build your background knowledge, maka the third function is that it will be easier for you to read that text. Apabila kamu sudah punya background knowledge, karena kamu menghubungkan background knowledge yang kamu punya dengan informasi yang kamu baca. And then when you have been able to understand the information quickly, it will be easier for you also to follow the author's idea, the author's flowing of idea. So that is the function of previewing and predicting. And the last time is that, of course, it is saving time. It is saving time of reading. Yeah. And then there are at least 3 things yang kita predict hari ini. You may predict books, news headlines, and articles. And then there are several things yang bisa kamu predik dari benda-benda tersebut, dari bahan-bahan bacaan tersebut, but yang paling penting atau yang paling umum diprediksi adalah konten, and then intended readers. Okay, well, do you have any question so far? Oh, pengerjaan ini, file yang kalian download dalam bentuk Google Doc, dalam bentuk dokumen kan? Microsoft Word ya. Kalian langsung kerjakan di Microsoft Word-nya, tidak apa-apa. I mean like yang kosongan kamu punya, kamu copy, kemudian I don't know bagaimana kamu membagi tugas dengan teman, terserah kamu, tapi yang dikumpulkan ke saya nanti cuma 1 aja dengan ada nama 3 orang di situ, dan kemudian jawaban-jawaban kamu ditulis ya kan, bisa ditulis di dekat sini aja, di bawah sini misalnya, ya di filenya saja boleh, atau kamu mau, I think that yang bagian ininya kamu hapus-hapusin saja, bagian teorinya dihapus saja, udah tinggal activity-nya aja, kemudian kamu jawab langsung di filenya dengan warna yang berbeda, warna biru misalnya, jadi tulisan jawaban kamu itu berwarna biru, jadi it is easy to see, gitu. Ya, I don't know bagaimana cara kamu membagi tugas dengan teman dan mengcompile-nya, but it must be submitted today. Can you? Can. Gian, what? Kenapa muka kamu kayak gitu, Gian? Oke. Today nggak perlu kamu submit kalau misalnya terlalu mepet. Nggak perlu kamu submit di jam 10.20. Kamu boleh submit nanti at least jam 8 malam. Ya. The maximum is jam 8 malam lewat Google Classroom, okay? Alright. Any questions? Okay, no question. Kalau ada pertanyaan lanjutan nanti boleh di grup ya, with WhatsApp group. So I think that's all for today, everybody. Saya screenshot dulu. Alright. Alright, I think that's all our meeting today. Kalian kerjakan PR-nya dengan teman-teman, dengan grupnya, dan kita akan ketemu lagi di minggu depan di jam yang sama and still online class ya. No question? Okay, good then. Thank you very much. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Don't forget to fill in your attendance di jam kelas kalian ya, walaupun jam kita udah selesai, tapi kalian baru masuk jam pertama ya, ini ya. Okay, don't forget to fill in your attendance. Alright, See you next week, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.